the beauty dish. Today I am going to review two Paula's Choice sunscreens, the Hydralyte Shine Free Daily Mineral Complex with antioxidants and the Resist Ultimate Anti-Aging Hand Cream with antioxidants. Both of these are SPF 30 and I think they're both fantastic sunscreens. By the way, I'm reviewing the Resist Hand SPF as a facial sunscreen, and I'll talk more about that when I get to it. So these are both great options for your face, and I'll tell you what they're all about and who they might be for and the price and how I use them and all of that important stuff. So why don't we start with the Hydralyte? Okay, I would go so far as to say that right now this is my holy grail sunscreen, with the caveat that my sunscreen needs seem to change very frequently. My skin has been changing a lot, and over the past 10 years it's gotten drier and drier and drier. And all of a sudden it sort of took a step back and decided to be a little more oily, and I'm really happy about that, because when I say dry, I mean dry. So I don't want to go on a tangent here, but I think it is important for you to know my skin type so you know you can take my review with that in mind. So right now my skin is not particularly dry. I haven't been very oily since I was a teenager. So I still wouldn't go so far as to say I'm oily, but right now I'm combo. I get a lot of oil on my nose. Just this nose. A little bit on the forehead, a little bit right here, but mostly my nose, and the rest of my skin is fairly normal, so I'm going to call that combo. Okay, back to the Hydralyte. So this is labeled for people with normal, oily, and combination skin. And the interesting thing that they say on the Paula's Choice website, and I have my notes here and I'm going to just refer to those from time to time, they say that this is a, I'm quoting here, a lightweight lotion that leaves a soft, powder-like, practically imperceptible finish, and it has soothing anti-irritants and antioxidants. Okay. So, it's that first part that I really want to talk about quickly, because I think there are a lot of sunscreen options from Paula's Choice, and a lot of them are good, especially these two, but this does not leave a matte, powdery finish. No matter how I use it or what products I use it with, I do not get a completely matte or remotely powdery finish. I think I get a, let's say demi-matte, so a slightly matte, very natural finish. And then, you know, as time goes by and I get more oily, especially on my nose, it doesn't, you know, it's not matte at all. It doesn't prevent your oil, and it doesn't claim to do that. But I do want to stress, for anyone who's afraid of a mattifying product, this is not it. It has a really light, imperceptible, natural finish on my face. That's one reason why I like it so much. I can hardly tell it's there, and I'll layer it over a Paula's Choice antioxidant serum, and I have also found that the less product, or the fewer moisturizing products I use under it, the more I like it, the more matte it will be. So it's kind of just finding the right cocktail, but you know, that's kind of always been how I approach my skincare for my face. And the good news is that this is truly hydrating. While being really light and semi-matte, it is still really hydrating, and it gives me all the hydration I need throughout the day. The other big reason that I love the Hydralyte sunscreen is that it is a mineral sunscreen. It says right there in the name, mineral complex. So the active ingredients are the titanium dioxide 2.32% and zinc oxide 6%. So this is great if you are sensitive. They even say on the website it's great for sensitive skin, people with rosacea, and like all Paula's Choice products, it is fragrance free. So the Hydralyte costs $24 for 2 ounces, so that's $12 an ounce. I think that is a pretty good price for the product you're getting. It does have anti-aging antioxidants in it as well, so it's your skincare, it's your sun protection, and it's really, really comfortable and easy to wear. So going to the Resist hand cream. This, since we just talked about the price of the Hydralyte, this is a little bit cheaper because it's kind of priced like a hand cream. So it is $13 for 1.7 ounces, and that puts it at $7.65 per ounce, whereas the other one was $12 per ounce. So this is cheaper. The reason I use this as a facial sunscreen is because the reviews on the Paula's Choice website, which are really helpful, a lot of people mention that they love this on the face. And, you know, as I was reading the product info, even the, you know, official, you know, info from the Paula's Choice site says, you know, you can use this, you know, like a lot of our fans do as a facial sunscreen, and so they even endorse that use as well. And it's great on your face. I can't even imagine using any hand cream that I've ever owned on my face, but this is fantastic. Unlike the Hydralyte, the hand cream is not an all-mineral sunscreen. It contains a mix, which is a really nice way to do a sunscreen in my opinion. I have better luck with mineral and chemical combos as opposed to just chemical. So this contains octinoxate, octisalate, oxybenzone, titanium dioxide, and zinc oxide, so all of those things. And one reason that manufacturers combine chemical with physical sunscreens is because it can help them make the product a little more cosmetically elegant, as they say. So it can make it smoother, easier to blend into the skin, and it can also really help to take away any white casts that you sometimes get with mineral sunscreens. So this is a little bit creamier, just a little tiny bit richer, and a little more hydrating. It's also a little bit dewier, so if you are really concerned about oil, if you're more on the oily combo side, the Hydralyte is going to be the one for you. But when I was sort of transitioning from spring to summer, this is what I was using every single day, and then it kind of got to be a little bit too dewy, and I started using the Hydralyte constantly, and I'm loving that now. So throughout the year, I definitely switch. That's not a new thing for me, and I know that I'll be trying this out again into the fall and even in the winter. As far as that white cast situation goes, you really don't get it with this. With the Hydralyte, you get the tiniest little bit, well, I get the tiniest little bit when I'm trying to blend it in around my hairline. I don't get it up into my hair, but you know, like right here where there's like a little bit of hair and your hair starts, I'll see a little whiteness and I'll have to like go back and keep blending and like really look in good lighting to make sure that I've blended it all in. But it's not so thick that you're sitting there forever blending and blending and blending. It really does blend into your skin very, very quickly, and that's the Hydralyte. The Resist, you don't have any issues. It blends just like a lotion. If you're thinking about a hand cream consistency, it's not quite that, and I can kind of show you right here. It's not as thick as the hand cream that I like to use. So there we go, and it's hard to tell consistency on camera, I know, but there we go. So I'm going to blend that, and you'll see it took me like no time, and it's pretty much all blended in. As for the Hydralyte, this looks really similar, but it is a little bit thinner and lighter. So yeah, I have to stress, the Hydralyte is not problematic to blend into the skin like a lot of mineral sunscreens can be. So there it is. And there's no white cast anywhere except around that periphery where it can sort of build up. But back to the Resist. So this, I think, is for people with dry to normal skin who want something really light, really affordable, and of course you can also use it on your hands. If you have really dry hands, it's probably not going to be quite enough. But when you just want to slap some sunscreen on there, like you're going to be in the car driving or something, this is great for your hands, and again, the price is right. So I really like them both. I was kind of struggling with finding a good sunscreen from Paula's Choice. I used the Resist anti-aging one, and I'll link to my previous Paula's Choice video where I reviewed, I think, 9 products, and I did not like that Resist sunscreen. I really disliked it. These I love. So if you are still in the market for a new sunscreen this summer, for something on your face that feels really light and not gross, not sticky, not clogging, but you know, that has all those great ingredients, I can't recommend those 2 enough. I think they're fantastic. So the info, I'll put links to them in my About box, and I'll put a link to my last Paula's Choice video. But let me know what kind of sunscreen you're wearing right now, and do you have something that's just rocking your world? Because I am always trying new sunscreens. If you've watched my channel, you know that I have a sunscreen like 2 new sunscreens every month. So let me know what you're using, and if you have any recommendations for me, especially if you have sensitive eyes like I do. I'd love to hear what you have, what you're using. So thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.